Taika Waititi is basically saying, don't watch my movies if you want an accurate comic adaptation. That's what he said in a recent promotion, I guess, of the recently panned Thor Love and Thunder. I guess he was speaking in Thor Love and Thunder, the official movie special book. A transcription provided by comicbookmovie.com sees Waititi admits that he found it very difficult to nail down the film's tone, as he was torn between his incessant need to add his tired brand of humor to everything and the gravity of Jane Foster's cancer-based storyline. This is what he said. It's an ongoing battle because I want my films to be entertaining, and I want a lot of humor in them, to poke fun not only at the idea of the space Viking, but also to poke fun at humans, how we bumble our way through life on this planet. I think people are just absolutely over all of his humor, super detrimental to the Marvel Cinematic Universe at large. Nevertheless, he goes on and says the comic run is very serious, and Jane's story is especially tense, and so to try to find humor around that stuff, as well as making it an emotional story, was always going to be difficult. And we struggled with that. We wrestled with it throughout the edit, right up until we finished the film. He then explained, we did funny scenes about cancer. We did way more tragic scenes about having cancer. Some audiences really loved the humor part of it. Some audiences really wanted it to be just like the comics. Some audiences wanted it to be a totally different comic book adaptation like myself. I would have rather seen an absolutely different, completely different story where you were actually taking the source material seriously, but you are Taika Waititi, and I don't think that's actually possible for you based on pretty much everything I have seen you do in both Marvel and Star Wars, and even your Jojo Rabbit movie. Nevertheless, he went on and said, but I always say, if you want it to be exactly like the comics, read the comic. You've got to change things here and there to make it a film. Sure, change things here and there, but it should be an accurate adaptation. It should be pretty close to it. That's not really what we've seen at all from Marvel Cinematic Universe. They've basically done a hodgepodge, taking different things from different movies, and sometimes it works out. You get things like Iron Man, you get things like Avengers Infinity War, you get things like Captain America Winter Soldier, you get things like Guardians of the Galaxy. But in a lot of cases, like Taika Waititi's Thor Ragnarok and Taika Waititi's Thor Love and Thunder, pretty much Eternals, I mean, all of Phase 4, it turns out to be absolutely terrible. So again, this is kind of the advice I've always been giving Marvel Cinematic Universe, and as well the DC. You have really good comic books out there. Why not just do straight up adaptations? We've seen that work for the DC animated universe to a wild success. I think they've actually, when they try and do their own things, people are like, why did you do that? Killing Joke comes to mind. So stick to the source material, adapt it. That is what it's already a success. You know it's a success. Just get it done. And then I think there is room, though, if you want to tell new stories. Obviously, you can do a brand new Batman story, and we've seen stuff. I think Christopher Nolan has done a pretty good job with that as well in his Dark Knight trilogy. So I do think there is room for that, but I do think that they would be better just kind of adapting the good stories that they have already there that people want to see come to life. And then at the end of the day, yeah, you should probably read the comics, because I do think that a lot of times they are better than what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has put on screen. But let me know what you think. What do you make of Taika Waititi's comments here? What do you make of his advice that if you want to read the comic, read the comic? So if you like this video, click that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any future Bounding in Comics videos.
Subscribe for more.